Ever notice that when you really dig into why you want something, a promotion, a relationship, a bigger house, you never actually land on the thing itself. You land on a feeling, relief, security, happiness. That's because your mind isn't built to get you things. It's built to keep you alive. And its main tool for that isn't logic, it's emotion. Today, we're mapping these emotions because it turns out they are not random. They follow real patterns. And once you can see the pattern you're in, you can already see your way out of it. Every state of mind carries an energy you can feel almost instantly. Some people leave you lighter by just being near them. Others drain you the moment they walk in. The same is true inside your own head. Some feelings visibly lift you, others visibly deflate you. The idea is old, much older than modern psychology. Back in the 1600s, the philosopher Baruch Spinoza wrote an entire book, Ethics, built largely around this single observation. His claim, laid out in the book's third part, was that every feeling either increases or decreases what he called our power of acting, our capacity to think clearly and act effectively in the world. He called the increase joy and the decrease sadness. Every other emotion, in his view, was really just joy or sadness attached to a particular cause. Fear, for instance, is sadness attached to something you expect to happen. Hope is joy attached to something uncertain. Underneath all of this, Spinoza places one more thing: desire, what he considered the most basic drive of all. The raw effort every living thing makes just to keep existing and to keep functioning. Joy and sadness in his system are really just the same drive, either strengthened or weakened by whatever is happening to you. Three effects, really, at the root of everything: desire, joy, and sadness. Here is the part of Spinoza's thinking that connects most directly to what we are building towards in this series. He draws a sharp line between two kinds of emotional states: passions, which happen to you, triggered from outside, poorly understood, pulling you around without your consent, and active affects, which come from a clear, accurate understanding of what's actually happening. His claim is almost strange to hear at first. An emotion stops being a passion and stops having the same grip on you the moment you form a clear and distinct idea of it, not by pushing it away, not by talking yourself out of it, just by understanding it clearly enough, really looking at it without flinching until it's no longer a vague cloud but something you can actually see the shape of. That's not a small detail. That's arguably the philosophical ancestor of everything this series has been circling around. A feeling loses its power over you, not when you fight it, but when you finally became clearly aware of it. Really see it for what it is. Broadly speaking, feelings like fear, disgust, and sadness tend to contract you. The body tightens, options narrow, energy withdraws. Feelings like trust, joy, and anticipation tend to expand you. The body loosens, options widen, energy moves outward. This isn't just a nice idea either. It tracks with basic physiology. Fear and contraction trigger real, measurable stress responses. Muscle tension, shallower breathing, a faster heartbeat. Open, trusting states tend to do the opposite. Breathing deepens, muscles loosen, the whole body settles. People in contracted states tend to pull energy from the room around them. People in open states tend to give energy back to it. Here's the link to what we've already covered. Every time you actually let go of a heavy, contracted feeling, instead of suppressing, expressing, or escaping it, you're not just calming down for a moment. You're shifting yourself toward the open end of that spectrum. And oddly, letting go of one contracted feeling tends to loosen the others too, as if underneath they are all running on the same current. Sometimes a feeling isn't one clean thing, it's an avalanche. A job loss, a breakup, a health scare. In those moments, Hawkins' advice is almost backwards. Consciously suppress, express, or distract yourself just enough to bring the intensity down. Then, once the wave has crested, stop trying to let go of the whole thing. Pull it apart into smaller threads. Fear, anger, wounded pride, grief, maybe even a few pleasant and unpleasant feelings showing up at once, and release them one at a time. Once the storm passes, there is one more shift that matters, giving the event new meaning. Not forced positivity, genuinely finding what it made possible. One well-known account for a concentration camp survivor put it simply: even when everything is taken from someone, one freedom always remains, the freedom to choose their attitude toward what happened. The pain doesn't vanish, but it stops being the only lens on the story. So here is what to sit with this week. Just notice which side of the spectrum you're on right now, contracted or open. Not to judge it, just to see it clearly. Naming your state is already half of moving through it. Next time, we're looking at what happens when these accumulated feelings never get released at all, and what that might mean for the body over the long run. If you want to actually practice this, not just hear about it, I'm building something around these exact principles. Here's a link in the description if you are curious.